what's up? It's Lori, and welcome to my 30-day emotional fitness challenge, where I'm taking the next 30 days to really dive deep into my inner being, my inner character, my inner world. And the reason that I'm doing that is because I know that the external world is just mirroring my own internal state. And everything that's happening around me is a direct result of what's going on within me. So I decided to break this program down into 4 components, or 4 tiers, if you will. However, they're all kind of interconnected and they all kind of affect each other. So I decided to separate them, but then they're all really kind of lumped in there together. So the first tier is emotions and feelings. According to Don Miguel Ruiz in Mastery of Love, he says that there are really only 2 emotions, fear and love. And all of the emotions in between can be put into one of those 2 categories. So it's really interesting if you take the time to ask yourself, am I in fear right now or am I in love? Where am I coming from right now? And to really reflect and to shift from fear into love and be able to recognize that in yourself when you're down here and you want to elevate yourself. It's the practice of bringing yourself up on that emotional ladder. The next category is the mental state. So what are the stories that I'm telling myself and I'm telling others? What are the beliefs that I have, limiting or supportive? What's going on in here, the mental chatter? So it's all about getting in here, checking out those thoughts and straightening them out and challenging myself to really write a new program for anything that's no longer serving me or supporting me. So it's shifting from what you would a negative program or a self-sabotaging mental thinking into a positive or a nurturing and loving way of thinking. And then the next section from there, so 1, 2, now we're on the 3rd, is my word and the way that I communicate. And that goes into swearing, gossiping, yelling, blaming, complaining, all of those things. And how is it that I am communicating and expressing? If you're familiar with Ho'oponopono, when I'm listening to someone complain to me, it's where I look within myself and say, what is it within me that is having this person show up in my life this way? And doing the internal work of, I love you, thank you, please forgive me, or the other way around actually. So that is the other element of really refraining from negative relationships, entertaining in any form of negative communication, even in the ability to say things as the things that I want versus the things that I don't want. And then the 4th section that I'm going into is my action and my behaviors. Now, I recently heard and found this super fascinating that we will change our beliefs to be in alignment with our behaviors and not the other way around. So I find that really, really fascinating. So if I'm not working out, I will then have the belief like, oh, I really don't need to work out, or oh, it's really not that important, or whatever. That the action of working out will affect the way that my beliefs are. So this takes it down into what are my behaviors and what are my actions and how are those affecting everything that's going on. So it's really taking every one of those 4 components and strengthening them and retraining them. I want to just see how good can it get and how capable of a human being am I to really revamp that aspect of my life. And I wrote an article that I'd love for you to go and check out and read some of the benefits that you could experience from going through this and who this is for and who this isn't for. You know, I'm really putting this together for my own personal growth and development, but I share it publicly with you because I want to know if this resonates with you to join along with me. I'm really passionate about leading by example and being the living proof or the living example of what it is that you want to see in this world. I am by no means a psychologist. I don't have a PhD in any of this, but I do have a strong sense and I do have a passion, and I would love to have you with me. So click on the link below, check it out, and join me. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye-bye.